I thought that I will read some passages from the hymn of 361 by Vishwamitra. It is in the Secret of the Veda. For today's occasion, you can see this. This is a short hymn. So let us go through it. Ushova jeva vajini prachetach stomam jushasva granato maghoni purani devi yuvatif purandhir anuvratam charasi vishwavare. Dawn, richly stored with substance, conscious, cleave to the affirmation of him who expresses thee, O thou of the plenitudes. Goddess, ancient, yet ever young, thou movest many-thoughted, following the law of thy activities, O bearer of every boon. All these elements are very significant for the characteristics of the Divine Mother. She is many-thoughted. She is following the law of her own activities, and nobody can comprehend the complexity she is dealing with, and nobody can even approach why she does what she does and why she did this or did that in the moment she did it, because she knows, she sees how things are related and how they have to be resolved in the future. So richly stored with substance, conscious, cleave to the affirmation of him who expresses the affirmation. We affirm the Divine Mother within us, and she cleaves to us with this, our affirmation. Bearer of every boon, Vishwavara. Usho Devi Amartya Vibhahi Chandraratha Sunrita Irayanti Atva Vahantu Suyamaso Ashva Hiranyavarnam Prithupajaso Ye. Dawn divine Devi. So he doesn't translate as goddess, simply divine, or dawn divine. Shine out, immortal, Amartya Vibhahi, in thy car of happy light, Chandraratha, Sunrita Irayanti, sending forth Irayanti, the pleasant voices of the truth, Sunrita. May steeds well guided bear thee here, Atva Vahantu Suyamaso Ashva, who are golden brilliant of hue, Hiranyavarnam, you who has the hue of gold, and wide their might, those who are of the wide might. So they have the Ye Prithupajasach, these are the horses with vast extension of power. So these forces, the swiftnesses of consciousness, the powers of consciousness, bring her who is with golden hue. They are well controlled. They are perfectly controlled. Suyamasa Ashvah, swiftnesses. Avahantutva, may they bring you here. You who is sending forth Irayanti, the pleasant voices of the truth, Sundarita, you who is Chandraratha, whose chariot is bright and luminous, you who is immortal, the dawn divine. Ushah pratichi bhuvanani vishva urdhavo tishthasi amritasya ketu samanam artham charaniyamana chakram iva navyasi Avritsva. Dawn, confronting all the worlds, thou standest high uplifted, and art their perception of immortality. She is the perception of immortality. Amritasya Ketu, the ray or the consciousness of immortality. Interestingly, there are two deities which are mentioned with the consciousness of immortality. One is Agni. Agni has this Amritasya Chetanam, and Amritasya Ketu is Usha, the dawn. Confronting all the worlds, thou standest high uplifted. So she is always confronting the darker world with her armies, with her face of the mother, Aditech Anikam. Do thou move over them like a wheel over all these worlds of darkness. Move over them like a wheel. O new day, traveling over an equal field. Avasyumeva chinvati maghoni Usha yati suasarasya patni suar jananti subhaga sudansa antad divach papratha aprithiviyach. Dawn in her plenitude, like one that lets fall from her a swan robe moves. It's a very interesting image. Avasyumeva chinvati. Avachinvati means draw back or opens one's garments. And notice this combination is used only in this verse, nowhere else in literature. So literally collecting chinvati, ava down, collecting down, dropping down, syumeva, as if dropping down the garments. She becomes naked. She makes herself naked, dropping off the garments. And what are the garments? That which was hiding her away from our sight. Yeah? Maghoni, the bride of bliss, Swasarasya Patni, that's how he translates. Swasaras is Swasar is the one who has his own movement, independent one. She is the Patni, the lady of the independent one who has his own movement. Usha yati, Usha comes. Swarjananti, she creates Swar world, the world of the rays of the sun, the overmental realms, perfect in her working. Sudansa, perfect in her enjoying. Subhaga, she widens from the extremity of heaven over the earth. Antad, beyond Divach, heaven. Papratha, she spreads beyond heaven. Prithivyak, beyond earth. Her light moves beyond heaven and earth. Sri Aurobindo puts it, she widens from the extremity of heaven over the earth. Achavo devim ushasam vibhatim pravo bharadvam namasa suvriktim urdvam madhudha divipajo ashret prarochana ruruche ranvasandrik. Meet ye the dawn as she shines wide towards you, and with surrender bring forward your complete energy. Acha, the word acha is actually a very ancient word, Vedic word. Then we don't have it for quite some time, then it pops up again in Hindi. Acha is actually directly, yeah, immediately, and then directly becomes certainly okay. It becomes okay. So, meet, Sri Aurobindo translates Acha. Meet ye the dawn as she shines wide towards you. Wo, Acha Vo, towards you directly. Devi Mushasam Vibhatim. Yeah, shining dawn, the goddess. With surrender, and with surrender, Namasa, forward, Pranamasa. Bring forward Prabharadvam, your complete energy, Suvriktim. Perfect energy of the dynamic truth. You surrender to the Mother. Exalted in heaven is the force to which she rises, establishing the sweetness. She makes the luminous worlds to shine forth and is a vision of felicity. Urdhva, Madhudha, establishing Madhu, high above Devi, Pajo, Ashret. She brings, in heaven is the force to which she rises, Pajo, establishing the sweetness, Madhudha. That sweetness which Mother brings, nobody can bring. She always brings this delight of existence, this happiness, true happiness, because she enlightens all the elements of creation in their proper, true value or divine value. And because of that, those values become visible and happiness comes to us. The bliss is being revealed. She makes the luminous worlds to shine forth. Prarochana Ruruche, who is Ranvasandrik. And Ranvasandrik, the one who is beautiful, who has the vision of beauty, felicity, or bliss. Ritavari divo arkaiha bodhi, arevati rodasi chitramastat, ayatim agna ushasam vibhatim, vamameshi dravinam bhikshamana. This is typical for Agni when he approaches the dawn. He is always begging for dravinam, for some substance of delight. He needs the delight of the Mother. By heaven's illuminings, one perceives her a bearer of the truth, and raptures she comes with its varied light into the two firmaments, Rodasi, heaven and earth. She enters into this heaven and earth conclave. That is, heaven and earth is our shell in which we are evolving as souls. Heaven protects us from above and earth from below. And here we are in between heaven and earth. These are two luminous Rodasi. So she comes a bearer of the truth and rapturous Revati. She comes with its varied light into the two firmaments. Rodasi. Asthat enters. From dawn, as she approaches shining out on thee, or Agni, you see, Ayatim, coming, or Agni, Ushasam Vibhatim, the dawn shining onto you, Vamam Eshi, you seekest and attains the substance of delight, Vamam Dravinam. Vamam is the Vedic word which means the delight, the enjoyment. Vamam Dravinam, substance, the joyful substance you come to beg, Eshi Bhikshamanah. This imagery is used constantly in the Veda, especially in relation to the dawn and flame. Our flame soul is coming, calling to the mother, calling to her delight to descend, and to that delight, that honey, that ghee which she will pour with the honey, that bliss will actually increase the flame. Flame wants to grow, and flame calls for the delight of the Divine Mother, which is feeding him his growth. And the final one, Ritasya buddhana ushasam Ishanyan vrishamahi rodasi avivesha Mahimitrasya varunasya maya Chandreva bhanam vidadhe purutra. Putting forth his impulsions in the foundation of the truth, in the foundation of the dawns, their Lord enters the vastness of the firmaments. Vast the wisdom of Varuna, of Mitra, as in a happy brightness, orders multitudinously the light. So, as we know, the Lord himself follows the dawn. The dawn is introducing him, bringing him into this creation. And he will follow her. From the bottom, Buddhana, from the foundation of Rita, of the dynamic truth, from the foundation of the supermind, from the foundation of the dawns. This is their foundation, supermind. Putting forth Ishanyan. Vrisha, the Lord. Mahir, the sea. These two great foundations of firmaments, heaven and earth, Avivesha, entered. Avivesha is perfect, can be translated enters in the present tense. Mahimitrasya varunasya maya. This maya, the creative force, is great of Mitra and Varuna. Mitra is the divine consciousness, and Varuna the purity of the divine being. This power of creation is vast and grand. Chindreva Bhahanam Vidadhe Purutra. As in many Chandreva, as if Chandra, as if a happy Chandra, happy adds to it, a happy brightness. Orders Vidadhe, or distributes multitudinously Purutra, the light, Bhanum. Bhanu can be translated as the sun also. It's the name of the sun, the shining one. So she or he distributes the sun in this manifestation. This is a supramental change. And here I will stop for today, and if you have some thoughts, I just went through, just wanted to hear Sri Aurobindo's voice, not to miss the opportunity on this occasion to meet with you and to address this study of the dawn of the Divine Mother. That's why I'm briefly reading through, not staying with each verse. I can feel how our mind is so narrow. It is not allowing even to comprehend these movements, vast movements of consciousness. It takes them as if they are kind of, symbols or synonyms or something, metaphors, like poetic imagery, like it's poetic exaggeration. And it is not. It is what it is exactly. Yeah. We have to learn to trust the word, We learned to distrust the word so much already. We were yet speaking always untrue, always mismatch. Listen to the mismatch, trying to figure out what person wants rather than what he says. We are not used to hear what people say anymore. We don't believe what they say. We try to figure out what they want to say. What is their message? They're saying all this so long, but they want something else. We are already trained to distrust the word. And when we read the hymns of the rishis, where there is a direct saying what it is, we are bewildered.
The dropping of the garments or the robe, is this like a veil, so to speak? Like now you see the truth,
Yeah,
that that
coming
sort of
out
thing.
from the hidden place, or coming out from the seeming, something. It's
Yeah.
it's a it's a very kind of universal imagery, dropping off the garment, no
Hmm.
more trying to hide behind some appearance.
Right.
It's like the word, what I'm saying. We're always trying to see what is behind that garment. And here there is no hiding anymore. This is what it is.
Just the naked truth.
Yeah. And there is nothing to hide from the truth. Truth is not ashamed to be naked. It's the lie which is very ashamed to be naked, because there you will see the mismatch. Yeah, we have to refashion our way of being and thinking, and our mind is so sophisticated, so deeply sophisticated in the sense of egoistic perception of oneself and others, always trying to present oneself in some better light or some advantageous way of getting something out of it. Yeah? We all want to look good, better than we are. The very thing of that is already something. Yeah? We don't want to look as we are because we are imperfect. We know that we have to be better, better, better. This is the growth, the evolution. And that makes us actually always try to. I remember when I was very young and I discovered something very interesting about the truth and the lies. I even wrote something like a verse it was in Russian, not in English, that I thought that if I remove the veil of lies, I will see evil there behind it. Yeah? But when I removed the veil of lies, I saw the truth. The truth is behind the lies, always. Without
Wow.
the truth, it would never happen. Life will never have legitimacy to be. Somebody was saying something on it. There is no,
No, Vladimir, I just said beautiful.
oh yeah, and that. Lies always want to seem to be true, yes? Why don't you? Why? Look how people blame others for lies. That they are manipulating. Major manipulators are always blaming others for manipulation. Did you notice that? Those who do not manipulate, they really, it doesn't come to their mind. They just wonder what's going on. But manipulators always blame the media. It's all media. This is all bad. All this left. These are communists or those capitalists. We blame all the time someone being different for the sake of what? For the sake of justifying what we are, yes? What our imperfections as if they are perfect. Incredible. And it's a common thing, even if we do not do it actively, we do it in the mind. We are arguing all the time, the inner dialogue is going on. But to become naked, to drop off the garments, the seeming presentation, to see oneself as oneself is really an amazing liberation, freedom. I watched one movie where women got the power. And have you seen this as a kind of science fiction? And women got the power that they could kind of touch the man, and the lightning was coming, and men could not handle women. They had their own power. They got empowered by real power, electricity. And I cannot forget the revelation of one young woman to the older woman. And she was asking, how is that? How is that to have the power? And she says, you cannot imagine how it is. You do not to be looking good, to be liked by someone. You can walk in the night freely through the darkness, as if you are flying through your own world. You are not afraid to meet anyone. You are not wanting to be liked, to be loved, to be looking good, to be accepted. It's all nonsense. And it was such a revelation for me. And that older woman said, I want this power. So she gave that electricity to feel finally free from all this nonsense of millions of years, always blending in, always trying to fit in into society, into money, into this, into that. And this is the naked truth. We want to be naked now. Let's undress. Funny. No, not in that way. There are many naked people who are not naked at all. They're going around naked, presenting themselves as something else. Great, thank you all, and I will stop here because we have the meditation starting, and I wish you happy darshan all. This is a great day of amnesty. Of Sri Aurobindo says, Mother says that this is the day of amnesty. So you can drop any bad thing, any power which is bothering you, give it away. It will be taken from you. Namaste.